Bulletcast for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bulletcast, only sports recreational podcast. It is simply just too sweet. In the studio, I have the man who was keeping my Bulletcast championship warm up until the Royal Rumble. I got Brandon, the Canadian Destroyer. How's it going there, guy?
That's great.
Yes. And I have the Aiden English to my Alexander Rusev. I got the California kid Mitchell back in the building. How's it going?
I am back. I'm doing good. I've returned
Yes.
after returned to you now.
The A team is back.
Yes. And in some realms, I am known as a big dog, but in this realm, I am the pod father. How's it going there, guys?
It's going.
Making
It's definitely
Final
going.
show of the year.
Final regular show of the year.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can all say goodbye to 2017
We can.
Thank God.
2017 was a great year for professional wrestling.
for professional wrestling.
Everything else, not so
Maharaja.
much.
For
Everything else, not so much.
Everything else, not so. I mean, we'll get
Hey,
into it.
that's what we have escapism for.
All right, this is the 48th episode. Let's get into this performance-enhancing audio. Dean Ambrose out for 9 months.
Freaking, I mean, he needs a break. I'm happy for him. This is not how I wanted him to get it. But this
Yeah.
man's insane. This man's a freaking workhorse. He deserves a break.
Yes.
Do we think he's actually gone for 9 months?
I
Do
think
you
he's gone for 6.
6.
Yeah.
That sounds fair.
Actually, since Ambrose is injured, Jimmy Uso now becomes the workhorse of the WWE and is going to be having the most matches.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just Jimmy
Yeah, just
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
What's Jay doing?
I mean,
slacking
Jay
off.
he was injured for a few months. He was out for a little bit, you know.
Well, I mean, no injury is good, but of all the times to get injured, right after coming back from kind of a honeymoon, it's nice he gets to spend a little bit more time at home.
Yeah.
Dean, enjoy yourself.
Enjoy
But this
yourself.
always comes back to Roman Reigns, and this isn't so good for Roman Reigns because now the Shield isn't together anymore now.
Yeah.
Was the
And that-
Shield ever really together during the Shield reunion?
Well, the Shield reunion was kind of a fail because Roman got sick, and then they had
Months.
and then they had one
Yep.
match with the New Day, which wasn't. It was a match, but it wasn't like a build up where they.
There's no story. It was just
It was
let's watch
just-
two great teams beat the
Yeah.
hell out of each other.
That's always fun, though.
I know it is always. I'm always okay with that.
Alright.
And so
More injury news. The Brian Kendrick got injured
Whew, and we watched it.
on Raw.
Mhm.
Hideo Itami, no
Brutal.
pop for the GTS in Chicago.
I'm surprised they didn't throw stuff at him. I'm surprised he didn't get booed.
Yeah. Well,
Actually.
maybe
I think it's time to retire the GTS because this is the second person who's injured with it.
yes. All right. Paige also got injured at a live event. She was kicked in the back of the head by Sasha Banks, and then she was kind of delirious looking throughout the rest of the match. She's been pulled off of multiple Raw live events.
Are we thinking just like what, like mild concussion or?
I don't know. I don't know the extent of
There's no
her
such thing as a mild concussion. A concussion is
True.
a concussion.
Well, you just
Nah.
got back. Please get well
And she
soon,
just
Paige.
got a neck injury, and now she has a head injury.
Yeah.
It's not the best thing in the world.
Absolution may be absolutely over.
Nice. How long you been working on that?
That's a great one. You've been working on that for the past
It's just right here, you know.
You're right. You're right
past
here.
month.
You
That one's
know.
been simmering in there for you.
I'm like Dusty Rhodes booking Starcade, you know what I mean? I'm out here. All right.
XFL.
Yes, XFL. This news broke about a week and a half ago. Vince McMahon. This news just broke out recently. He sold about I want to say
$46.3 million in shares.
Yes, there we go.
Got the numbers. Got the
numbers.
facts.
Yes, got the
Now,
facts.
not to get too technical on a wrestling podcast about fiscal earnings, but even though he sold all that, he still owns the majority of voting stock because
Yes.
WWE splits their stocks into voting stocks and non-voting stocks. He mainly only sold his non-voting stocks, so he still has complete control over WWE. He just
Of course.
basically got to make a bunch of money and pour it into a new company that he's
Yes.
starting.
Because
Um,
WWE stock has gone up
Yeah,
since they announced the network. It was like around 8 something. Now
Yeah.
it's,
It's
not a
I don't
surprise.
know what it's at right now, but it was
starting
pretty
his
low.
own little entertainment thing, Alpha Entertainment.
yeah.
Great
Cool.
name by Vince. But the XFL, will it really work this time around?
Sitting
Well-
at $30 per share.
Wow.
It's not
Quite
bad.
good.
All right, everyone
good.
out there, go out there, buy some WWE stock.
Be an owner.
I'll buy some right now.
Be a WWE owner.
Yes.
Not that you'd be a voting owner. I think the XFL is a bad idea, but we'll see.
I mean, we all know how it went last go around.
Best thing we got out of the XFL is that one of the team's theme songs became Brock Lesnar's.
Yes, that is very
That is
true.
the best thing we got
So
out
are
of
we
it.
going to go to a San Francisco Devils game?
Hell yeah.
Yeah? Live from the parking lot of AT&T Park if they come back to
Of
AT&T?
course. Of course.
out?
I will definitely go. I will definitely go watch a game if they come around, but
I'll make an appearance.
more
yes.
ironically than actual enjoyment.
As
so.
the non-football fan here, what do you think?
I mean,
Will this
I
make
didn't
you
even,
watch?
I haven't even seen the XFL documentary yet. That's how far off I
Wow.
am. I really do need to watch it. I mean, but with the whole thing, Vince in the world of professional wrestling, a genius, the best at it. No one can top him. In the professional other realms of professional sports,
Anything outside wrestling.
anything outside of wrestling, I'm not sure. I mean, Vince, he's made many mistakes from the XFL. He's learned from them. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens.
But the thing is with football is kind of on the decline, and there's so much more football than there was 15 years ago. So there's
Yeah.
no real room for the XFL. I mean,
It will need something special.
they're probably gonna put it during the springtime after the Super Bowl.
You signed
there's-
Colin Kaepernick.
Well, yeah. Well, he's gonna own the Panthers, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm joking.
But
No.
and the whole thing of the XFL is like no rules, and the defense is gonna tear the offense's head off, and with concussions and stuff, that doesn't really
It's
make
probably
any
just
sense.
not a good idea, but we'll see.
I don't know. All right, Kenny Omega. We all know that guy.
I've heard of him.
He's a good guy.
All right, he says WWE has no one in the main event scene that can compete with New Japan. Do we agree?
Well, AJ Styles was in the New
I
Japan
mean, I
main
would say
events.
I would
so
say AJ Styles can
Finn
probably
Balor?
compete. Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens.
Seth?
Seth Rollins could fly around, do some flippy stuff.
I think Seth can when he really wants to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Kenny Omega. I don't agree with the statement because one of the top members of your club was a B-list, maybe even C-list wrestler in the WWE like 2 years ago, and now Cody Rhodes is the biggest thing in the world because it's not about who they are in WWE, it's about what they can do.
Yeah.
So you have no idea. Like for all you know, Ty Dillinger could be top level talent in New Japan.
look
but
at
but
Juice
we'll
Robinson.
never know.
Juice
yeah,
Robinson.
look at Juice.
CJ Parker, the
He didn't even get out in NXT.
the hippie in NXT. Now
Yeah.
he's one of the top stars
Yeah.
over in Japan.
I think saying that he doesn't think there's any main event level talent is more of a slight on the way WWE runs their company than
Yeah.
the wrestlers.
I don't know. We'll see. All right, some more New Japan news. They're going to be having a video game come out. Congratulations. Trying to.
What kind of video game?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
I know they have a
Racing,
mo- I
like
know-
Mario Kart, but with
Ooh,
wrestlers.
Okay.
I have no idea. That's a
Because
lie.
Because I
have
know
no
they
idea.
had a mobile game. I downloaded it, tried to play it. It was like all in Japanese. It was very confusing.
Yeah, maybe they're going to try to hop on the yearly video game release like WWE. I'm not sure.
Hey, New Japan, give me a MMO JRPG. I'll play that.
Yeah. Speaking of New Japan, WrestleKingdom. That's next week.
It is next week.
It is next week. I will be watching it live
Me too. What
as
about
long
you?
as I can keep my eyelids open.
I mean, it's on the anniversary of the day I was born, so I might tune in.
You were born on January 4th?
I was.
Well, then you have to watch it.
Yeah.
It's a birthday present for
Yeah.
you.
I'm an effing
Japan is
gem.
literally giving you a birthday present.
They are. I mean, of course, I will have to watch for the American Nightmare, and Jericho is gonna
And
be
Alpha
there.
and the Omega.
Yeah, so.
And Okada Naito.
Ah.
Jesus, that match is going to be amazing.
That match is gonna be. That's years in the making.
I'm really
Storytelling.
only watching for
It's
2
I
minutes.
saw someone on Reddit mention this in a comment, and I think it's real. I realize how true it is for me. Is that Kenny Omega got me to like give New Japan a chance, but Naito's what's kept me there. Naito's what's made me coming back every time I've come back to it because I
Real.
want to watch his story, and see where his story goes. He has such a great redemption arc. It's great. Go
Hey,
watch New Japan.
I hate
And then
Naito.
hopefully
I
next
think
year
he's
it's
garbage.
Omega Okada 4 for the
Omega
title.
Okada 4.
But Omega will have the title then.
Yes.
Because I feel like Omega will beat Naito at Dominion, and then maybe Okada wins G1, and then they set it up for the.
Is
blow-off
Omega
match.
is Omega giving?
Okay, we're getting way ahead of
Yeah, we'll
ourselves.
get.
Yeah.
Omega Jericho. What's happening there?
I think-
Is this for that IWGP US title?
Yes, it has to be because
I-
he made a big deal out of hitting Omega with it and like smearing blood all over
And it's
it.
a no disqualification match.
All right. Of course, Omega has to go over.
You think
I
so?
don't know. Maybe Jericho wins.
I mean,
Jericho has said that this will not be a one-off match. He
Who's the
said he'll be-
booker again? What's his name?
Chad Ghetto.
I mean, if this dude
Chad
knows,
Ghetto.
if
Fuck
he,
you.
if he knows what he whoa.
What? That's
whoa.
their T-shirt.
All right.
Come
Well, if
on.
this guy knows what he's doing. He'll put Jericho over.
I think he'll put Jericho over.
Yeah.
I think Jericho might take the title. I think that
I'm fine with
Because
it.
I
I'm
mean,
fine with all of it.
you have Jericho being the U.S. champion going into their America tour.
Yeah, it's
That
smart.
can bring in some extra seats.
That's really smart. That'd
Yes.
be smart to do. And also, it's a street fight, so you can protect Omega.
And since they had those promos and the backstage antics, they don't have to rely just strictly on moves. They can tell more of a story because there's more of anger
Yeah.
there.
It's gonna be I
Those
think this
anger
will be. I think
downs.
this will be a great match to go on before Naito Okada, just because it's gonna be such a different kind of match than I
Yes.
think people are used to seeing from Omega or from Jericho.
Yes.
I'm
All
good.
right. The last bit of news. We are 25 days away from Raw 25, and it is being rumored that night it will kick off the feud between John Cena and The Undertaker.
Undertaker is supposed to be there. They have heard rumors that he's going to be there, even though he's advertised.
So,
I will choose to not believe it until I hear the gong, and I'll be very disappointed when I hear the gong because we said goodbye to him earlier this year. He's done. I want his storyline to be
You know,
done.
It
was a beautiful
It wasn't a
moment.
rumor, but I just heard an opinion that like, oh, maybe he just put to rest the Undertaker gimmick, and now he's going to come out as the American Badass. Limp Bizkit comes blaring. He comes down on that
he's going to
Harley
be mean Mark
Davidson.
Calloway.
Yeah,
He's going to
from
come
like
down on that
89.
Harley, and he's going to whoop some ass.
That's not a terrible idea, but I think he's a little old to pull a whole new gimmick out of his hat and see how long that lasts. But
Jericho.
we'll see. I mean, he's older than Jericho, and he can barely walk.
I mean,
it's a whole lot better than walking down the ramp. If he just rides a motorcycle there, he'll get there like 5 times as fast.
That's fair. That is
Exactly,
fair.
yes.
That's fair. But all that being said, I hope we don't see him, but we will see.
all right, guys, what is something ridiculous from WCW that you would like to see return in 2018?
I would love to hear what you guys have to say, because honestly, I don't really know what I'm having a hard time thinking
Mitchell.
of something ridiculous. So what do you mean ridiculous? You mean like Russo era WCW?
Well, I don't think I
Just
don't think I took this in the direction you meant for me to take it. So I think there will be no good examples of this except for yours.
All right, mine's actually pretty stupid.
Okay,
I'm
good.
not
Why
gonna
don't
lie.
you start
go.
off?
It was your idea.
So, January 1st of 1994,
Mhm.
they had some filming going on in the MGM Grand, Disney World, all that great stuff.
Mhm.
And actually, Jeff Hardy alluded to this on the table for 3 with Finn Balor and Matt Hardy. He would like to compete in the rotating ring match.
The rotating ring. So
Like a match,
so
like a
center-
ring, like
the
a ring
ring
that
is
spins.
rotating.
So like at center stage, but they just continuously just keep moving the ring.
No, the ring is
Like a-
rotating.
like slow, like a carnival ride.
Yeah, like a merry-go-round.
That sounds really hard.
It's rotating.
You know,
I'd
I
like
would-
to see that.
I would love to see the
Viagra on a pole match.
no the whatever the truck bed match with Goldust and whoever the hell he was fighting with. Like you have to like walk across the bed of the truck over all the barrels of hay,
Let's hope
and you got to like
my
get
God.
the whatever key at the end of the tunnel. But
All
okay,
All right.
yeah.
And my ridiculous thing that I'd like to see someone do, like WCW in 2018, is see a company take on WWE.
Well,
That was
okay.
mine. See a
That's
company
kinda,
actually
okay.
take 'em on.
Honestly, that was kind of what I was thinking. Not that, but I was thinking more serious of like
Yeah.
maybe more surprises.
Yeah, what's
like,
something ridiculous? I'd like to see a company actually try and take them out of the ratings
like
picture.
I would love
Because they're on
WWE
USA. You make the right deal with a couple different people, find the right TV station,
Spike.
get yourself on maybe like
Something-
on a weird time slot on CBS or something like that.
Shit.
There's a path. There's a path to beating WWE. A company just has to be willing to put enough money and power into doing it.
TNA
I'd like to see when someone try.
Did-
Okay, a quality company could try
They
and do
tried
it.
to reenact the Monday Night Wars. Let's
Yeah,
not
you can't
forget.
reenact the Monday Night Wars. You gotta do something different, something
Yeah.
new, something spicy.
Something spicy.
An
And I think-
interesting thing about 2018 is this is the last year of WWE's TV contract. So
It
they're
is.
Gonna, so they're going
Of
to
that
be
3-year deal.
so they're going to be
I think
talking
September
around,
2018
going around.
or something like that.
Talks
so
around.
maybe they stick with the USA. Probably they stick with the USA.
Their
Maybe they
stock
go to-
is up.
Maybe they go to Fox Sports 1 or they just put everything and go ballsy and put it all on the network.
It's the last year of that 3-hour Raw deal, so who knows.
Oh, please, can that mean we get 2-hour Raws? That would be
Go
amazing.
back to 2.5. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, speaking of Monday Night Raw, it happened on Christmas this year, earlier this week.
Happy
and
Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day.
Is
ladies
it
and
so
gentlemen.
great that Raw fell on Rusev Day?
It's awesome. Every day's Rusev Day, though. Yes. Well, the franchise, big money, big match. John Cena. He made his return, and he was interrupted by Elias. Shout out to Elias for just making me laugh throughout this whole segment.
Elias was the
WWE
highlight
stands
of
for
this.
Walk with Elias.
I'm surprised it took him this long to think of that.
Man, I would have been saying
Like
that.
when
months
he
ago.
said that, I was like, that makes total sense. How would you not think of that? Like,
Yeah, how was that not
4
one of the
months
first things
earlier.
you came up
Yeah.
with? But Elias was the highlight of this.
Plus, the first hour was commercial free.
Delightful. Why is Cena on Raw?
he's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
He do whatever he wants.
If he was a real free agent, he'd go down to NXT. I'm just saying.
It's just so random that I feel like wasn't the last thing we saw him on was on Raw, and then we saw him on Team SmackDown and Survivor Series, and then the next time we saw him was on Raw again.
and the thing
Wrestling
with
makes no
the Survivor
gosh darn
Series
sense.
thing is there's like real no reason why he even joined. There's
Yeah,
not even
there
a promo. He just showed up and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Plugged his new T-shirts and
Oh
left.
man, yes, he did.
Shout out to John Cena for giving the T-shirt to the kid.
Oh yeah, shout out, Big
John
Mac
Cena
John.
loved kids.
That kid's not wearing a 2X though, but
It's okay. The hat will
Alright.
fit him.
Elias was great.
Yeah, Elias was great.
It's nice getting to see him in these high profile, big name
Yeah,
matches.
Cena goes on to defeat Elias, of course.
Of course.
Yes, and
But I
then
mean, hey, he got out of 2 STFs.
yeah, he did. He really did.
I mean, it's
Good
really
job.
easy to get out of those STFs. Those STFs are looser than Kim Kardashian.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
They're
knew.
very loose.
I don't know how I
Whoa.
knew it, but I knew that's
Alright,
where that was going.
God.
Mhm.
All right. Hideo Itami defeats Brian Kendrick.
Shout out Kim Kardashian. I love her.
Kills Brian Kendrick.
Kills Kendrick. Yes. All right, and then we move on to Miss Christmas Caroling. Shout out to these guys.
These guys are great. They're
I-
holding down the Miz brand while he's gone.
Yes, it is awesome. All right. Absolution goes on to defeat James Banks and Bailey for like the 5th time.
They just don't know what they're doing with there's no story here. I don't know what's going on.
And with the Royal Rumble coming up, all the women are probably gonna just be facing off each other and beating each other. It's
Yeah.
gonna be one big.
Yeah.
Cluster
It will be honestly a big
Women.
moment. The Royal Rumble is when WWE can create new storylines, create new feuds for all the guys throughout the next year. Like a lot of stuff gets started at the Rumble. It's going to be a big deal to see if they can do the same with the women because it's a good opportunity to start a bunch of storylines. We'll see if they do any of that.
Yes. All right. Kane, the Demon Kane, defeats Heath Slater, brawls with Rhino for a little bit.
I enjoyed Heath Slater and Rhino doing their thing together.
I enjoyed the story. They actually gave
Yeah.
something with Rhino and Slater.
I like Rhino trying to hype up Slater and get him in there. I like Kane getting to show that he's a monster without having him get anywhere near Braun or Lesnar.
That's very
Keep
nice.
him away for now.
All right, Finn Balor, he's John Wayne Tough and James Dean Cool. He goes on to defeat Kurt Hawkins.
Poor
He has
Kurt
nothing else to
Hawkins.
do.
Shout out to the Red Trunks.
They are good.
Okay, and I have gone back and watched the footage to see what Bobby was talking about with Finn Balor's entrance. Still have no idea what he's talking about.
Oh, that whole little crotch
Yeah,
thing. I
I
don't
still don't know what he's talking about.
I forgot all about that till you said something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Broken Matt Hardy. Woken Matt Hardy attacks Mr. Wyndham Rotunda, Bray Wyatt.
This
What
needs
about-
to go somewhere soon.
Oh, shout out to that custom Universal title he has.
Yeah, I saw that.
It looks very well.
It was
I
very,
like
very nice. Too bad he never got to hold it, like on screen.
it. All right. What are our thoughts on this?
I mean, it really was nothing.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth with Woken. Sometimes I'm digging it, sometimes I'm not. I want to see more of the universe. I want to see more of his I want to see.
Senior Benjamin.
Right
I
now
wanna
they're
see Senior
batting
Benjamin. I want to see
500
King
'cause-
Maxwell. I want to meet Vanguard 1.
What is this, the 4th week, and I've enjoyed 2 of the weeks.
Yeah.
So
they're going.
so this means next week they're gonna hit it out of the park. And I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, they're going 50-50 for me right now too.
I don't know. We'll see.
I know Madison Square Garden. He did debut his piano theme,
Oh yes.
so
Nice.
maybe we can
It's
see that a little
wonderful.
more often.
Ah.
Where's Rebby?
Oh, where's Rebby? All right. This might have been the segment of the night. Enzo Amore and Nia Jax are about to kiss under the mistletoe when Little Miss Bliss interrupts. Oh man,
Cockblock. I know.
I felt bad for
I mean,
Enzo.
but if someone's gonna cockblock him, and Alexa Bliss is probably the best person to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I felt bad for Enzo Amore. I did.
Yeah.
Poor Enzo.
Poor Enzo.
What's the tape you keep talking about?
I mean, that's what I heard.
That's what he heard.
That's what I heard.
This is going.
Shout out Cardi B.
I'm in on this. I'm in for this. I want to see where this goes. It's fun.
It
It's
is
just fun.
I don't know, but I felt like Christmas. That was a perfect time to do it, but
hmm
we'll see. All right, Samoa Joe faced Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental Championship.
He did.
Joe still won, even though it was a DQ.
I do enjoy Joe's story right now, where he's trying to take out the Shield. I think that's nice. It's really him trying to eviscerate
Well, he
each
got
member.
the first one down.
Yeah.
We got 2 of them down. He took out Rollins when he first came back.
That's true.
That was what started it. He literally took him out for a couple weeks, and now he's taking out Ambrose.
I love the fact that Roman's never beaten Joe one-on-one.
It's
I
good.
love that he's like one of the last guys on the roster who isn't yet to lose to Roman
It's
Reigns.
really-
Which means he's gonna lose in February. Yeah, I mean, you know that's coming. An elimination chamber or whatever the
Yeah.
thing is.
Fastlane.
He's losing to him.
Oh god, they've kept Joe very scary and very intimidating, and I appreciate it because
I
they
do.
normally don't.
I love it. I love it. But they great match.
Yeah, it was a really solid match. These 2 can go.
They can. I love it. All right. LeBron Strowman goes on to defeat the Miz Taraj.
Good for
in
Braun Strowman.
in a Secret Santa match.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
All that Christmas.
Braun
goodness.
Strowman. Did you see the video of him in an elf costume? or
Yes,
whatever?
I did.
I have seen that. I chuckled. I'm not
Kayfabe's
gonna lie.
dead.
Kayfabe really is
Why
dead.
would Braun Strowman? I mean, Bruiser Brody would never agree to dress up in an elf costume.
R.I.P. to Bruiser Brody.
And prance
He was
around.
He was a beauty.
I mean, to be fair, Braun Strowman is also a
He's Wonder Braun.
Yes.
what was he? What are they called? Dancing fairies.
Dancing Fairies.
What?
He was one of the Dancing
I
Fairies.
don't know.
What's
You're the
his-
guy who.
Rosebud?
Thank you, Rosebud. I mean, he was a Rosebud.
Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. All right. The highlight, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Jordan goes on to become a Grand Slam Tag Team Champion.
What's a Grand Slam tag? Just he won 3 titles.
He's won
Yes.
all 3
Technically,
tag team.
that's not a Grand Slam. That's a triple.
Well, a triple crown Grand Slam. I mean,
Maybe
these
it
are the only titles
That'd be-
within the
Okay, you're just
WWE
making
realm.
up all these.
We're not making it
You're
up.
just making up these false
All of
little
it's made up.
titles. You're making all these false
He won.
titles.
He won 3. He's won all 3 tag titles that currently exist in the WWE.
Yes, the NXT, the SmackDown, and the Raw. He joined Charlotte to become the only other people to win that in their little division. So
Their own division.
congratulations to Jason Jordan. You know, he and Rollins go on to defeat
What
the
a
Bar.
weird duo, but I mean, I'm into it.
I enjoy the
I'm into
weird
weird
pairings
duos.
of tag team champions.
So,
I
with, so
do.
with Dean Ambrose not going on to WrestleMania, does this mean it's going to be Jason Jordan against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania?
Maybe.
And then they.
All I
keep-
know is that this probably means that when Dean does come back,
Well,
he's
you
gonna
know
have a
who
chip
the
on his
original-
shoulder.
Earlier in the day, the original partner was going to be Finn Balor,
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Missed that.
Well, that would have been so much better.
but they changed it.
Of course they did, because Finn Balor's not over,
And
He's too
Jason
short.
Jordan is the general manager's son,
and he's too short.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
too
I-
pale.
but he's yoked.
I do hope that when Dean comes back, he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder and he's a bit angry about stuff like this. Be
Yeah.
nice.
Hopefully he comes back for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Comes back for, I don't know, whatever paper, Money in the Bank. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whatever the next. That's one of the big
But-
5 now.
It is. Yes, I'm
I mean,
excited.
how long does this tag title reign? Is it going to end with Jason Jordan turning on Seth?
I
Because
don't
right
know.
now, Jason Jordan's been kind of even keel. He hasn't really shown any heel tendencies lately. He's
Uh,
still kind of a
Said
whiny.
he was going to be better than Ambrose.
He's still a little whiny, but
And they won the titles. This could be. I mean, not to devalue them as a duo, but I think that they both have more like solo things to do. So this could be somewhat transitional, maybe
I
in a
don't
way,
know. We'll see.
because there are a lot of other
two-man
tag
power trip.
because
Yeah.
I mean Sheamus and Cesaro are still going to be amazing. They're still going to be around, but we need them to not be in the title scene for at least a feud. So maybe Dash and Dawson for a little while
Possibly, yeah.
because they're back, and they're my favorite tag team in the WWE, and they haven't gotten to wrestle in like half a year.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what those
Because-
boys got.
Because today Tommy broke someone's
Yeah.
face again. Just saying.
I know.
Maybe they tease something in the Royal Rumble. Both of them are in the Royal Rumble, and one of them eliminates. Jason Jordan eliminates Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
That's how it
Possibility,
starts.
yes. There we go. All right. On SmackDown, Bryan Danielson.
His
Daniel
name,
Bryan.
His name, it's Daniel Bryan Danielson.
Daniel Bryan Dan. Okay. All right.
Get it
Well, he
right.
announces the United States Championship tournament. The brackets were finally released yesterday.
I don't know why they just didn't do this on SmackDown, but
Yeah.
it's not that hard.
I know that I wasn't here to talk about it when it originally happened, but I'll just voice my opinion just very blatantly that I loved what Ziggler's done so far with this. I'm really down. I'm really
Yes.
down with this.
Yes.
I'll be amazed when I see it, because
I mean-
Ziggler does all these gimmicky things before, and it turns out to be nothing. So right now, he's done something, but it hasn't
I imagine
culminated to anything.
I imagine that this tournament goes all the way to the end. Someone becomes the champion, holds up the championship gladly, and then Ziggler just takes him out from behind. I imagine that that's how this tournament ends.
I don't know.
So are we gonna break down the bracket?
I mean,
It's an 8-man. I mean, come on.
it's an 8-man
We're not going that. Not going that long. We have time to break down an 8-man bracket.
All right.
It's not March Madness here.
Well, let's talk about the last match that happened, and then we can break down the bracket.
Okay. I won't forget.
All right, don't forget. Well, while Daniel Bryan was out there, we got all the tag teams coming out, and he made a match in which
Classic. I want to have a match. I want to have a match. No, I want to have a match. Beginnings to a show.
Rusev wants to have a match. All right,
I mean, it's Rusev Day.
Chad
And Rusev
Gable.
was the most over person in that either 2 days.
Chicago was great.
Chicago's always great.
Yes, I love them.
They're always passionate.
Shout out to Elias for that CM Punk remark. But moving on, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin defeat the New Day, Rusev Day, to become the number one contenders for the Usos Tag Team Championship.
Kind of right back where we started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we? Let's. Maybe they finally get the straps on the
I think
first Raw 2018.
I think they
SmackDown
missed.
2018.
I think they missed the chance to strike the fire while it was hot.
Yeah, with
strike the iron
Rusev.
while it was hot. Yeah, because
I-
it was ready. They were ready to do it.
And Team Ruru are being heels on the house shows, which shows how out of touch WWE is with their
Yeah,
crowds.
I don't know. All right. Ruby Riott defeats Naomi.
Ruby Riott with 2 T's.
2 T's.
This match was like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed.
Destroys Naomi, and then her group destroys Charlotte. I'm
Yeah.
glad those are the only 2 faces in the company, so they have to stop there and then have the welcoming committee
Until
come
Becky
out.
Lynch comes out and saves the day. Give me that Becky.
Yes.
She's busy. She's filming a movie.
She
She's
on
gonna
that
be a movie
movie
star.
with Miz?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in.
And Shawn Michaels.
Oh yes, the Heartbreak Kid, my dude. Yeah, I forgot about that. All right. Well, the glorious Bobby Roode defeats the former United States champion Baron Corbin. Corbin's out of the tournament.
This is the easiest way to beat Corbin. I want to see a number. How many times has Corbin lost to a roll up?
Probably like
Apparently
four.
he needs to
In the last year? Every single
Sami
time.
Zayn rolled him up once.
Sami Zayn rolled him up like twice. Everyone rolls him up. It's like
Yeah.
his
If
weakness.
Daniel Bryan-
Ginger rolled him up.
If Daniel Bryan has the best small package,
Oh,
Baron Corbin has the worst small package defense. So
he's when it, hey,
so if
when,
it's Daniel Bryan against
when you
Baron
when
Corbin,
you
we
when
know
you
Daniel
come at
Bryan's
Baron
winning.
Corbin with a small package, his knees get weak.
oh,
Got him in the palm of your hand.
oh.
All it
You
takes is a small package.
You just put his shoulders on the down for 3 seconds, easy.
All right. Well,
Mm.
Jinder Mahal defeats Ty Dillinger, moves on to the U.S.
That's
title
fine.
tournament.
This is where Mahal belongs.
Yes.
Good. Nice to see they've
There's a nice
taken
looking
him out of the main events.
It's a nice looking Colossus.
Yeah, it was a good one.
And with all the time they spent with Jinder Mahal, they should be putting him in the mid card, not just burying him
yeah,
in the I mean,
I
you've used
think
all
Mahal
this-
takes the strap.
well, we can get into that.
Let's get into it right now.
Okay.
this
So
is
the other matches that still have to happen are Zack Ryder versus Mojo Rawley, which obviously
Mojo
Rawley
Rawley's
has to
gonna
go over.
But the other one, that's a very interesting one.
It is one I like it. It's Aiden English and Xavier Woods.
Oh, it's Xavier Woods.
No,
don't know.
I say
think Aiden
I
English.
think Aiden should win.
Yeah.
I'm saying Xavier Woods.
Because right now Rusev is really hot.
Yeah.
Aiden English is kind of his lackey. If you have Aiden English win, he can, because Xavier Woods does have some credibility because he's been in the New Day title matches.
And they've let him wrestle a lot more. He can
See, that's
go.
the only reason why I'm going with Xavier. I think Xavier has
Plus,
proven.
he was Consequences Creed.
I think Xavier has proven over the past half year that his wrestling talent ability has gotten high enough that he deserves some kind of solo run. And New Day isn't doing anything right now, but they're not going to break him up. So give New Day something.
I
But
think.
I feel like if there's someone in New Day to break off, it should be Big E.
Yeah.
I think it should be
maybe.
like Kofi and Xavier as a tag team, and then Big E goes off and does the U.S. title scene. But I think you can use the credibility that Xavier Woods has built up over the past 6 months to boost Aiden English a little bit, because right now I mean, what is he? He's the singing guy.
Yeah.
We don't really take him seriously in the ring like we do Rusev, and if you build him up, maybe he upsets Jinder Mahal and he goes to the finals and wins the whole thing, and or he loses, and then him and Rusev can go on and be the tag team
We'll
champions.
see. I still got my money on Xavier.
So
I
after
said
that,
English.
then we got Jinder against whoever
Whoever
Aiden
wins
English
that
or
one.
Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
And then
Uh,
I
Baron-
think Jinder probably wins that one. Maybe an upset, but probably.
No, I think Jinder goes over the winner of Woods and English, and then of course Rude is gonna beat Mojo Rawley.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know that. They are very high in
Uh,
Mojo. Mojo could win the whole thing. But the thing is, with Ziggler coming back, I feel like a babyface has to win the whole thing.
Yeah, so I think Rude does have to.
I think the worst case. I always tend to look at WWE stuff like this. What's the worst case scenario? What's the most boring, bland thing they could do here that is safe and cookie cutter? It's probably what they're gonna do. Rude's probably gonna win it all, and then Ziggler's gonna attack him from behind, and we're gonna go back into a Rude and Ziggler feud. Somehow, some way, they're just going to be boring because that's what they do. I mean, this.
So that's why I would love to have Aiden English win the whole thing, because it's different, and he can still be the babyface, and he can feud with Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler
I'm even
can...
okay with Jinder Mahal winning the whole thing. I think it's perfect for him.
Yeah.
He's the I mean,
That's
as much as I
that's
don't
what
like the
they
foreign
should
heel.
have done in the first place.
Hey,
But then you're gonna have Dolph Ziggler come back and attack Jinder Mahal, then
Look,
who's the babyface in that
honestly,
situation.
Like Jinder should have been U.S. champion from the start before that whole WWE.
I mean, I'm
title
okay if
thing.
Dolph Ziggler just leaves and never comes back.
Whoa,
I'm
hey,
okay with that.
Whoa.
If he just leaves forever.
I need to see. I need the
Hot take.
zigzag.
if him
man.
leaving forever means him going to New Japan, I'm okay with that as well.
Why? Whoa.
But only then.
It's not
I mean,
get
him,
hasty.
him and
Take it easy.
him and
take
Cody
it
could team
easy.
up. They're friends. They're not, not exactly.
Oh, that'd be a
like-
great tag team. Him and Cody would make a great tag team.
The
They could be
American,
the WWE like douchebags. It'd be amazing.
the blonde American nightmares.
Mhm.
I don't know. Anyway.
Bring back the Hollywood Blondes.
Oh God, stop it. All right. Orton and Nakamura enter the Royal Rumble,
As you do,
as you do.
because
Nakamura's ready to rumble.
Nakamura's too cute, cuddly right now. I want to be scared of Nakamura. He's
but
too-
they
he's
haven't
being
built
too
him as
funny.
scary.
He's being too funny right
Yeah,
now.
he hasn't kicked anyone in the head and had them go limping after one kick
Just
yet.
like I said,
They haven't given him the Oscar treatment.
I think Nakamura wins the Royal Rumble.
Be nice.
I mean, I want Nakamura to win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I predicted this on this episode that never aired. But anyways,
I don't know what you're
Give-
talking
I
about.
don't remember who I predicted as the winner
We'll
of
get
this
back- I
Royal
mean-
Rumble, but we'll see.
I feel like Nakamura is probably too charismatic for his own good, and they're trying to make him all funny and stuff.
I don't know.
Because
We'll
unlike
see.
Asuka, she does. I mean, she kind of has a funny side, but they don't really tap into that.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, she definitely has. Never mind. Not gonna get
All
into
right.
that. Not gonna get into that.
I hope not too many more people announce their entry into the Royal Rumble. By the way, I like the surprise of it. Like last year, I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like last year we literally knew everyone except for like 3 spots by the end of it. Like people were posting the lists of everyone who was in it, and I was like, yeah, it's okay. That's a
Yeah.
And
little
the
bit
thing
boring.
is, like, why?
I want
like-
half of it to be unknowns.
Why can you just announce you're going in? Like, shouldn't there be
A
shouldn't
match?
shouldn't Daniel Bryan announce like the list of SmackDown people and then see like, oh, these 4 people have matches against each other and whoever wins?
Because
Because
used to
also
do that back in the day.
Yeah,
Like
they
what-
used to do that back in the
like
day. I
what
mean,
they-
hey, last year Seth Rollins wasn't allowed in.
I know, and I like that. Like, have it be a consequence. If like have a big name not be in there, like a Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
or
I mean,
maybe Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens doesn't get in because
One
they
of
lost
them,
a
yeah,
match.
it would make sense storyline
Shane
wise.
should
One of
do
them
that,
can't
yeah.
get in it.
all right. Well, Kevin Owens defeats the Walk with Elias champion, AJ Styles.
Took me a quick second. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
I see what you did there.
Aha.
I'm enjoying the storyline. I love Shane getting frustrated. It reminds me. It's like
I love the finish.
It's a little
Great
bit.
finish.
It's a little bit like It's nowhere near as intense or great, but it reminds me of like an Austin and McMahon in reverse
Yeah.
because their heel and face swapped. But it's still fun to see him trying so hard to take out these two
Yes.
just annoyances, and he just can't because they keep upsetting him. I like it. I'm digging it.
I always like it. I
And this
love
is obviously setting up for Owens and Styles at Royal Rumble, I assume.
it.
I mean, I assume.
maybe
like, well, I mean-
Styles and Zayn. Who knows?
Who knows?
That'd be an interesting one. I'd love it.
but
That'd be
Zayn's
a
been
great
eating
match,
those
that'd
pins lately. Yeah, build him
Yeah.
up a little bit.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We're still.
And I mean, an AJ Zayn feud can be something they can do during the winter or the springtime because they haven't gone to that yet. So at least with this one, you kind of know what you're getting. It's not as big of a
Yeah.
deal. So
We had
We're still a ways away.
We had Styles and Owens earlier this year quite a few times, but it never felt like it reached the level that I never felt like they were given all the time that they needed. So maybe if they get one now, the match can go the whole way because I feel like it's never
Yeah.
gone.
Because Owens' match with Roman earlier this year at the Rumble, it was pretty lengthy, about a good 25, 27 minutes.
So I'd be down to give them. I'd be down for them to go, give them 30 minutes and see what they do. But we do have 2 Royal Rumbles we have to get through this pay-per-view, so the matches will probably be shorter.
Yeah. All right. Superstar Spotlight. Jason Jordan. Gold-blooded.
I'm going
Elias.
Sami Zayn.
Going Sami
We're
Zayn.
all, we have all different people.
I went with Elias.
Are you walking with Elias?
I've been walking with Elias
I
since
mean-
NXT. I've been walking with him since El
I love-
Vagabundo.
Hey, I was walking with Elias back in NXT too.
He was
And then he
great.
got a little stale. I was strolling. Now I'm back to walking.
Yeah.
I'm
I
walking with
love the
Elias.
promo they did with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn just in the background saying "Yep," and it's just
Oh, yeah, the
it
yep
really
movement
is
is-
just so annoying.
Yep,
and,
movement is
and
strong.
then the facial expression he had behind Shane's back, and then when he like walks by him, he's just like he tries to act all straight, and then he gets all giddy once he goes to hug Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
It's great.
It's
Sami
solid.
Zayn's amazing.
Yes. All right. Promo pick of the week. Randy Savage. You got lust in your eyes, brother, from 1989. This, of course, was leading to the WrestleMania match that he had with Hulk Hogan. One of the greatest builds in wrestling history. The year-long build from WrestleMania 4 to WrestleMania 5.
Are you telling me long-term story building actually works?
It does.
What?
Yes, especially when you got
You just have to do
somebody intense like Savage.
it- You don't just do everything in a microwave.
No, of course not. And then my match pick of the week, it was from last week, but it did not air.
The
so-
lost episode.
The lost episode, yes. Well, I'll say it again. All right, Arn Anderson versus Stone Cold Steve Austin from the 1991 G1 Climax. Congratulations, all you Japan marks.
Hey,
Shout out Stone Cold.
Shout out Stone Cold. All right, we are on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn. You know, we're on all those places. Instagram is The Bulletcast, YouTube channel The Bulletcast, Twitter @BulletCast.
talk to us about
Facebook,
wrestling. We'll talk back.
Bulletcast. Yes, please talk to us. you know.
Somebody.
Anybody.
out there.
Slide in the proverbial DM.
And literal DMs.
If you slide in, you'll always be safe.
Yes.
You'll never be
Marvelous.
out.
Wonderful.
Just saying.
All right, guys. Any closing remarks, comments, concerns?
I know it's been a couple weeks now, but I'm finally gonna get around to uploading the full chemo interview.
Oh, and
All 15 minutes of it.
And I will post on the Twitter page me and a couple friends of mine at SF State, we finished up an indie wrestling documentary. We got a website up with a bunch of info on it. I will post that link as well, so you can go and watch. About 15 minutes long.
Oh, yeah.
Jumps around to APW, BTW, talks about a little bit of history.
Nice. Marvelous.
Got to interview Bret Hart for it, which was cool.
Oh, yes. Wonderful.
If you stay tuned, I think the chemo interview will just be on the feed.
The
Yeah.
feed.
Just
So
a
we
little
got stuff. We
just a
got
little 15 minutes.
We got
we got
some
extra content for you.
BTW January 26th, Abyss is coming to the Bay.
Fun.
Good
the
for Abyss.
teenage version of Kane.
I know who
May-
Abyss is.
Maybe a
Where's Joseph Park at, though?
Where's Joseph Park? Where's Decay? Maybe an interview could be
Where's
in the works.
Rosemary?
You never know.
And I just found out today from our my good friend the Podfather that APW won't be coming back until my national holiday of St. Patrick's Day.
With
Yes.
Hornswoggle.
APW kick rocks. We in attendance?
Of course
Sure.
we are.
We
Wait, where
live?
is it? Where is it?
I don't know. I just got the email a couple days ago.
That one was it Pavecki Center?
Pacelli.
Pacelli Center. One of the yeah.
I will be there with a flask of Jameson in my pocket. Come find me.
And a 22. You know.
That's how we do.
In hand.
And a pint of Guinness.
All right.
If I can sneak that in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for watching or listening.
Walking with.
Us.
There you go.
All right. Yes. All right.
That was a layup. I lobbed it up for you. You didn't take it.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
Little stutter step.
You traveled.
Traveled. I did. Traveled hard.
Happy Rusev Day, everybody.
Happy Rusev Day, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are nothing but some absolute beauties all around the effing board. All right. So we're done here.
I think we're done here.
Goodbye and Happy New Year's.
Bada boom. Realest guys in the room. How you
Mhm.
doing?
Yeah. You know what I mean?